Hello everybody, welcome to Los Angeles, Italia, March 21st, 2022. This is the day that Paolo Sorrentino, the Italian director nominated for an Oscar for Best International Movie, The End of God, produced by Netflix, is going to attend the Los Angeles Italia Festival at Chinese Theater. His screening is scheduled for 6:30 to follow a Q&A with him and the director of the Italian Institute of Culture, Emanuela Mendola. But before, this is the Day of the Women. However, it's every day the Women Day in Los Angeles, Italia. What a beautiful group of friends I have with me today. Cheryl Boone, first of all, the past president of the Academy. Then we have Silvia Chiave, General Consul of Italy in Los Angeles. We have Sofia Milos, literally having lunch now in Beverly Hills. However, considering she's this year president, she was kidnapped to make a speech with us. And also there is a Los Angelina adopted woman who actually is now in Italy, is missing so much Los Angeles. Actually, the last time I saw Romina Carrisi was exactly where Sofia Milos now is having lunch. I suppose they are in Il Pastaio in Beverly Hills. Aren't you, Sofia? Where are you, Sofia, now?
I can't hear you. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. It's very
so
loud.
So go in a better
here.
place, and because we need to talk with you.
We had a wonderful opening night yesterday. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to welcome everybody to the 17th edition of the Los Angeles Italia Film Festival. We'll be again there tonight for supporting Paolo Sorrentino with his movie and the Oscar nominee. And this entire week until the Saturday. So I'm so sorry, I cannot hear you. If you ask me a question, I don't hear you, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tonight. Spero di rivedere tutti quanti stasera, grazie mille.
Sofia, come è stato ieri sera essere presidente? Non senti? Ok, Sofia doesn't listen. Ok. So, Cheryl, welcome to
non sento assolutamente
LA, Italia. With Nicola. Ciao Nicola. Can you hear us? Okay, they are in Beverly Hills enjoying the party. So, Silvia Chiave, how was the evening last night?
Thank you, Pascal. Thank you all. It was really great. Once again, the festival that came back in presence after hard times confirmed itself as the perfect bridge between Italy and Hollywood. We really had a great opening. It was really nice, and we're now looking forward to a week full of events honoring our candidates to the Oscars, to the Academy Awards. We have 3 this year: Paolo Sorrentino, Enrico Casarosa, and Massimo Cantini Parrini. Excellent candidates. So we hope it will be really a success for all of them under the good auspices of LA Italia Film Fest. Also, today, besides honoring, of course, our great director, Paolo, we will present a project sponsored by the Consulate General of Italy on women. It's a film docu-series called One of Us, directed by Chiara Tilesi with the support of Frequency Production, IMUs. We do it together to change a little bit the narrative about women and female immigrants, Italian, of course, in the United States. It is a series that has been launched last year, and I hope so that today at 5:30 you will all be able to see our documentary as well. That is an important acknowledgement on how this festival is also attentive to gender issues and female empowerment, which is very, very important.
Exactly. So, Cheryl, from your side, you can witness that Los Angeles, Italia is always been very painful. I mean, very careful to treat the women in a proper way.
Oh, absolutely. I've been treated very lovely. through the years. And I'm very, very happy to be associated with this wonderful festival here in Hollywood. And it's a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
So I think everyone will have a wonderful time.
Yes, and Silvia, I would like to tell you that today at 6 o'clock, I forget to tell you, I tell you now, will show up also another Oscar-nominated lady, who's Diane Warren, for the 13th time nominated. Considering today it's the One of Us Day, so I say to Diane to show up because I mean, there is no better woman in Hollywood that can be part of such an event. And I please, you honor her. I know that it's going to be very difficult for Diane Warren to win this year. They told me it's almost impossible, but you know, we are following year after year Diane, because she deserves a lot of attention. So please, as you are there and you are in charge of the supervision of all the great result for this moment dedicated to the ladies, be careful that Diane is treated very well. Romina,
of course, we will be so happy to have her, and we will acknowledge her presence and thank her for being with us.
Romina, so I said that you miss Los Angeles. What's the matter with you? Why you moved back to Italy?
And my mother country was calling me back, and I had to respond to this call. I'm going to go back very soon, not to live, because I think my time there is done. But hopefully to film my first movie as director that I'm writing at the moment.
Oh, so you are starting a career as director?
Well, actually, this is my first feature. I already directed a short film called The Last Chapter that I wrote and directed. And so this will be my first feature, hopefully.
Phenomenal. So what do you suggest, considering you are teaching cinema now in a school, Cheryl, what do you suggest to a young newcomer director, women, to get space in this world that is not really paying attention to the women in cinema? However, I'm very happy that this year Jane Campion, Jessica Chastain, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and many other ladies are getting very good chance to get their awards. And this is a prediction of Lina Vermeulen that on 2019 on the Oscar night, the Governor's Award that all started with you, Cheryl, Lina said that we want to have an award called Anna, not Oscar.
I know. I know. That was really
You
terrific.
know that Jessica Chastain has an Italian husband.
We love that line.
Yeah, you know that I introduced this husband to Jessica. Gianluca Passi.
Gianluca Passi, yeah.
Yeah, Jessica is an Ischia lady, as Cheryl is an Ischia lady. You are the only one that is not coming yet to Ischia. You have to come with your beautiful family, Silvia, to Ischia, because in the summer...
You're right.
It's very, very cool. Cheryl, how is the Ischia Festival, global?
Oh, I love the festival, and I haven't been in 2 years, and I'm every effort in the world to get there this year. I miss it terribly. I've made so many wonderful friends and all the great conversations with filmmakers from around the world, and it is the most pleasurable time, and I'm going to absolutely get there this coming summer. I look forward to it, and giving you, Pascal, a very big hug.
So how did it come up, the idea to become a director, Romina? This is the first time that I know that your mother has this passion. She also did a couple of movies, but I'm very surprised. So I mean, you were in Los Angeles so much time to make maybe a movie, and now you are going out.
Hai visto? No, and actually I think it was a natural process. I started off as an actress, and it was just It was an incredibly humbling experience to become an actress in Italy and in the States. However, during the years and growing up, I feel it's more embedded in who I am and my personality to be more of a writer and a director as opposed to being an actress and being in front of the camera. I think I prefer to be behind the camera. I feel
Sto facendo
more
una diretta
in
con
peace with
Pascal.
myself and my being. So it was just a natural progression. And also, I have a lot of stories to tell, and I have my own vision, and I would love to share it with the world.
Silvia Chiave, there are many Italian young fellows that comes to Los Angeles and with the dream of making cinema. They trying very hard. They start also with the regular permission. Then they try to get to be involved. The American dream is still on in Italy, no?
Yes, definitely. And also, you know, the explosion of interest of this public towards foreign contents and Italian contents after series like Gomorra and other series that rendered Italy famous. Actually gave them more possibilities, I think. I mean, I'm not an expert in the sex. I see more and more people coming, even if there were restrictions. A lot of Italians coming, even more famous or less famous, that try because they're involved in products and series that are internationally, globally, or shot in Italy, and more international. Even if Hollywood, it's still Hollywood. But you know, with all these streaming platforms, productions that are all over the world, more and more productions shot in Italy, as also Nicola Corigliano was telling us, one of the sponsors of the festival was telling us yesterday. So I think that might give Italians even more possibilities, and Italian cinema contents, actors, directors to have more possibilities with this market.
I see, I see. And so, Cheryl, I imagine you are very happy that this year possibly another woman will win the Oscar, Jane Campion.
There is that opportunity. She made a brilliant movie, a major cinematic achievement, and has been recognized throughout Hollywood. And, you know, it'll be a big night for her and for her movie.
But do you think that the condition of the women, the possibility to be a director today are getting much higher than it was before? I mean, of course, there is a movement that is pushing, I mean, that is really supporting women in many branches. So do you think that is getting results, this right that obviously women has?
Oh, absolutely. Inclusion is a very big issue here in Hollywood for women, for people of color, and for the first time, certainly in my history in Hollywood, there's movement. And it is growing, and it will continue to grow. It's doing extremely well, but we're just beginning. And we'll get to the point, I hope, and hope very soon, that we hire storytellers to tell their stories, to share their stories based on the creative genius that they have, and all about inclusion and not exclusion. So we're making some progress, really proud of that.
So, Chiara Tilesi, actually you made it with this project, one of us, which has been introduced before by Silvia Chiave. So, one of us, how did it come up the idea to you to make this project?
The idea came because Silvia wanted to do something special for the International Women's Day, and I proposed to her, what if we do the first database
of Italian women in Los Angeles, because when we talk about immigrants, the narrative is also always a male narrative. What if we tell the story of extraordinary Italian women in Los Angeles? And so then that's how we started, and then it expanded. So this is our second years, and we portray 19 women, because also the East Coast, that we have a new ambassador in Italy, in Washington, sorry, the Italian ambassador is Mariangela Zappia. For the first time, we have a female ambassador. And so she decided to expand it also on the East Coast. So for the East Coast, we have Isabella Rossellini, the new director of Biennale for the first time is an Italian woman, Cecilia Alemani, the head of Fauci's department, who is an Italian woman, scientist Cristina Cassetti. And then we have Bergamaschi, Natalia Bergamaschi, who is the head of branding and management between company and Google at Google. So we expanded, and we're very happy to show it at the festival as well.
Silvia, so inclusion is something that I mean really is also involving this movement, also Italy, no? Silvia is not there anymore. So Romina, I mean, how do you feel the inclusion movement is working in Italy so far?
I think it's opening up. It's good to have this conversation also because I mean I feel that you don't have to be a man or a woman to have the art chromosome. You just have to be born with it and have something to say and have your own perspective about the world and telling a story, because a movie is telling a story through images. I wish, my hope is that I will still be alive the day that we don't have to fight and have this conversation of having women included, being included, but it would be completely normalized. And so just as many men there are being